Hello, in this tutorial I'm gonna show you how to create responsive vertical text in Webflow. So this is what we're gonna build today. So it's an absolutely positioned text on top of an image inside of a div block. This can be applied to absolutely a positioned text or any other text that you just want to make vertical and responsive. So let's start in the Webflow designer. And the first thing that you probably think of when you want to create something like this is to go under the effects and just add a 90 degrees rotation to this text. But there are several problems with this approach. First of all, you can see that it's not really rotated in a way that you want it. And that is because the origin point is in the center of this block, which you can fix by having on the left, but you see it's still not quite in the place that you want it. So now you might want to go in and just like eyeball the position so it looks right in its place, but this is not a very good practice way to go about it. So let me delete it and reset all these settings, and I'm gonna show you a better way to go about this. So you can see this text block has a class of horizontal text. This one has horizontal text right. And I'm gonna give it back the absolute position that it had, so 20 from all the sides except the right one. And there is a CSS property that is called writing mode. So that's what we're gonna use. So we can go into the page settings, all the way down to custom code. Here we can open style tags, and now we select this class. So the first one and also the second one. And we manually can give it a writing mode, vertical. A default is horizontal, so we will override that with vertical. And this RL means right, left, so from right to left. You can also do LR, but that's not what I need in this case. You can find this code in the description. It's not going to be visible in the designer. Any code that you put in the page settings or the project settings is only going to be used on the live site. So let's publish it now and let's see it in action. Okay, so we have our site published. Let's take a look. You can see both of these texts are now vertical. And the best way about this approach is that this text is now actually responsive. So you see this was one line in the designer, but here it actually broke, and the last verse, so text, is on the second line because there just wasn't enough space over here, which if you would go with the approach of rotation, it would just straight up overflow out of the container, which is not what we want in this case. So let's just resize this browser. So see, if I make this smaller, the text breaks again. So even the next word goes to the next line, and can go smaller. You can see it's responsive relative to the size of the browser. So see, this one broke now. So this will use much less CSS than the rotation approach, and it's also gonna be responsive, which is why I highly recommend to use this solution if you need any vertical text in Webflow. That is it, and thank you for watching.